All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. This part two of Pisces Sun. The Pisces Sun, we're going to be more so talking about the career and the relationship aspect of the Pisces Sun. Again, the Sun deals with the um, the soul. Uh, it also deals with the father. We talk about the relationship with the father too, because like I always kind of skip over that part. Give me with my Pisces aspect. But like, look, it's it deals with the father. It deals with the soul or the aura. Uh, um, is what people see from you the most, regardless of whatever else is in your chart, rising, whatever. Sun sign is what your main life theme is about. Fuck that. It's deeper in astrology. You won't get deeper on this channel, but that sun sign is still mainly what your life is about. It's what you had to understand more so than anything. That's my personal thing, because the soul is here to experience, and Pisces understands that. And again, Pisces is the accumulation of all the signs. Uh, so the first thing we're gonna talk about, as far as like we're gonna talk about career wise. Careers like they make great nurses, because they rule Pisces, the 12th house. Also, Pisces rule the 12th house, and so when it comes to that, they're great with hospitals and insane asylums, jails, things like that. Pisces are great with when it comes to working in those areas. You know what I mean? The ideal spot for Pisces, so they can get out a lot of that energy that they have, that creative energy, is acting, or being an actress, working in theater, or something dealing with that dealing with that space over there as far as working wise. It'll be good for them working with people uh, on a lot of people on a scale of being creative. They're probably real good at theater, Broadway type work, shit like that. But we know most of us in real life, Pisces, we don't always end up in situations like that. So you'll find a lot of Pisces don't follow their true path. So a lot of times they're just following until they find their right path, until they find the right way to go. A lot of times you'll find them working just any kind of job. They'll work any kind of job, because like they're still trying to find their way a lot of times. And a lot of times they get jobs through friends. They get a job through someone that they know. Like a lot of times, um, they they're not necessarily good with working with like vehicles or jobs that they have to drive. They don't like long distance driving and shit like that. If they don't have to, you know what I mean. Some of them could be truck drivers, but they really don't. If they'd rather be like a short distance truck driver if they are. Like local stuff, like driving a beer truck. Yeah, they could be driving a beer truck. That's what the Pisces would be doing. They be driving that fucking beer truck if they was doing if they're a truck or whatever. Like they probably drive a Budweiser or some shit, or Red Bull or some shit. Like, and they be selling shit on the side. That's the other part about them. They'll be taking stuff off the truck. They're still too. I forgot to mention that. They're still from the job. See, but I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna keep it real. Pisces knows. See, I'm telling on y'all. See, because y'all love to expose shit anyway. Like, so you talking about careers. Y'all can work in the news. That'll be a great job for them, working in the news. Like working probably the cameraman behind the scenes. Like they'll probably be better because they fried. They're probably getting fried. So they might not be the best on camera. If there is, I take that back, because they, like, again, the Pisces know how to change the energy, and they know how to go with the vibe. So like they good with putting on the mask. So I take that back. They're good in front of the camera. They can work at the news stations, things like that. They'll be great at that. You'll find them and doing a lot of things within the church also. That's the other part. Like you find them like, especially if they come from a religious family, they're gonna have a spot in the church. Like they're gonna have a known spot in the church, and everybody will know their position. They'll get that's how I meant to say that. They'll have a position within in the church that everybody will know them. Everybody know them in their position, and they take their position very seriously, and they take their religion very seriously. I forgot to mention that, like they're very spiritual, and that comes from father, because Pisces, or the sun represents father. So a lot of times if they're a Pisces sun, their relationship will have with their father's spirituality was like they magnify that, whatever, good or bad, whether that be good or bad. You know what I mean? So Pisces can definitely take on a lot of their father's traits when it comes to the religious aspect, because the sun is ruled by father. So if their father was a very religious person, more than likely, they gonna follow that, unless it was something that went on within some secrets, because it's a lot of secrets with Pisces too. So they good with as far as the jobs is concerned. They could be good detectives. Low key, they could be good detectives. They could be great detectives because they're very intuitive. So they could be good detectives because they're not looking at it from the aspect of everybody else. Like if they got the logical information and the knowledge of like the forensic shit, you know, the basics, everything else is like, I forgot this, one of them CSI shows or whatever, the little nerdy dude, he had like that Pisces energy. Whoever he was, y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't know the characters like that on CSI, but one of them little skinny dude with the little hair, the little white dude. But yeah, he had like he was very intuitive on the show. Like, I don't even think he carried a gun like that. yeah, he didn't even carry a gun like that, but he just knew stuff. Like, and that's the other thing about them. Like, they're good. That's why they make great detectives. They're good at just knowing stuff, and again, they know how to pick up that vibe, so they can match the vibe. But I think they make great actors and actresses. You know what I mean? Because their 12th house, natally, you have Aquarius there. Even though it's Pisces, 12th house, but natally you will have Aquarius there, so you know you can see them on TV. You know what I mean? You can see them working with a large amount of people. You know what I mean? Dealing with a whole lot of people on a different aspect, and people looking at them in a different way. You dig what I'm saying? Like being very different. And like I like to use like famous people as examples of, like, so you can see the energy out. When I just mentioned like the Aquarius part, and that being Aquarius being in Pisces natal 12th house, right? So take someone like Erica Badu, right? Her North Node, we're gonna get into what the nodes is. That's what your life path is about. I ain't never mentioned that yet on the channel, but that's what your life. So her North Node is in Aquarius, but she's a Pisces. So you see how she's very unique in her own way, very authentic in her own way. You dig what I'm saying? And using that Aquarian energy with the Pisces energy, you dig what I'm saying? So she knows how to definitely operate those energies. You know, so career-wise, I think she chose something very aligned in her path. You dig what I'm saying? Which wasn't too hard, because we all lined up different. Some people were just a little luckier than others. And again, Pisces are lucky, so a lot of times in careers, like, they'll be lucky in finding jobs. I ain't saying they're gonna be on time, but they'll be lucky at finding jobs. They'll probably be the luckiest out of everybody, because Pisces got to get their ass to work. They need to work. Not all the time. A lot of times, again, they pick up like traits and aspects from the father. A lot of times, so if the father is very skilled in whatever job that he's in, or whatever knowledge he has, a lot of times that Pisces sun is going to pick up. It's going to pick up on the same things, you know what I mean, as the father, and do it not exactly like the father, because they're not going to do exactly like the father when it comes to that part, but they'll hold the morals and values of the father more so than the mother sometimes. The Pisces will hold the father's aspects, and they're gonna always look towards the father or male or masculine energy for for guidance more so. Now, in relationships, Pisces, they're very, very lucky within relationships. Again, with a lot of things, Jupiter ruling Pisces, they're very lucky when it comes to relationships. A lot of times, they're very likable, male or female. So if it's a female, all the males like them regardless. There's something about Pisces. If it's a male, all the females like them. There's something about them regardless. Like they just, they're attractive people. They know how to make themselves attractive. Again, they're the chameleon. So they kind of just know what to show people a lot of times, like the people that they're interested in. And like they know, by a lot of times they're nosy. So if they like somebody, like they're gonna inquire about them in a different way. You might not know that they're doing that, but they done kind of peep, or they done sent some kind of vibe out to let you know that they fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Pisces good with that. They know how to do stuff, and they're very giving within relationships. Like they'll give a lot within a relationship, but sometimes it could get like negative. Sometimes like Pisces could like want you to serve them in a certain way within a relationship, or like they'll get narcissistic within the relationship sometimes, depending on how they're being treated or how they feel, or whoever they woke up feeling like today within a relationship. If you ever dealt with a Pisces, you know what I'm talking about. Like if you ever dated a Pisces or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Like they wake up a different person every day. Every day. I don't give a fuck. They're a different person every day. I don't care what they say. So within relationships, like, sometimes it seems like you're serving them on, you don't know who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? You don't know who you're dealing with. Especially if they have like toxic traits, like a lot of toxic traits. We all have toxic traits. Don't ever get that fucked up. Like you don't, like you're just too good, like you're above everything. No, especially if they have a lot of toxic traits. You know what I mean? And a lot of bad habits of like of overdoing everything. And anybody who dated one, Pisces can do too much within relationships. They'll go too far with a lot of things. They'll say stuff that's like too far when it comes to relationships sometimes. But at the same time, like they don't really mean no harm. They don't really mean no harm. Depending on the vibration, again, higher or lower. It go like very light with Pisces, or it can go to like this motherfucker's a killer, and they can be killers. Like they can be killers, like the nice killers that you ain't looking at. You know what I mean? Within a relationship, and like again, if it's toxic, they could have like a lot of domestic issues. You dig what I'm saying? Pisces. Some I know for sure. Pisces can definitely have domestic issues within the home. A lot of fighting, verbally or physically, on both sides. Definitely, they could have that because of that square with Gemini ruling the fourth house. So it's gonna be some shit sometimes. It's gonna be some shit going on within the house. Dealing with Pisces, it's like they're two different people, or you know what I mean. At home, but in like the public don't see who people see at home. Nobody see who a lot, unless some people just are who they are. But then you have some people that everybody acts different at home. But when it comes to Pisces, like they definitely show a different face when it comes to dealing with people in general. So them in relationships, they could be good. But again, as long as they don't come off or start doing too much on the good scale, because again, Pisces is sacrificing and they give a lot. So they'll give you a lot within relationships on every level. Like they don't mind sacrificing their last. If they love you, they'll give you, and they'll find, if they ain't got it, they'll go get it for you. I don't know how they gonna go get it. Don't ask them where they got it from either. If they ain't gonna tell you, they gonna lie to you anyway where they got it from. Either way, like they'll put themselves in in a hole and debt further than they might already be just to help you out. You dig what I'm saying? Like that's one thing about Pisces. They don't, because again, like water don't care about the stuff that the majority of society cares about. Because like water sciences, we dealing in the spiritual realm all the time. We ain't never here in the we here, but like nah, we don't care about a lot of stuff. And money is one of those things. And money comes to Pisces within relationships. They normally get it, especially female Pisces. They're giving a lot. Like they get treated like the princesses of the zodiac when it comes to relationships. Like they could be fucked up too, but the person that they with gonna look out for them on all levels because they know this Pisces is a caring person, and Pisces looks out for them in different ways that the person like other people might not see it, and that ain't for them. Let's see, that's what I'm saying. At home, they're two different people. That Pisces might be wild to people in the public. It could be a Pisces that look crazy as fuck to everybody else, but at home, like you don't know how caring that Pisces is. So and that person just gives that Pisces everything that they have to like everything. Pisces know how to do that because they'll set an illusion over your ass too now. That's another part. Like they can set an illusion over you because that Neptune can have you thinking like they one way. Because again, you don't even know who they is a lot of times. Pisces don't know who they is. I just told you. So they don't know who they is. So they can get you caught in their illusion. You know what I'm saying? Of being lost, of lostness, and it could get chaotic. It can get like real fucked up dealing with them within relationships. Just don't, you know what I mean? Give them a chance. You know Pisces, they be all over the place. The fish gonna go here, they gonna go there, they gonna change their mind a lot within the relationship. They 1 minute they want to be with you, the next minute they don't. Like they ready to say fuck it all, and then they can't leave you alone. Like you dig what I'm saying? So Pisces funny like that, you know. But if they truly love you, they gonna saying like they gonna stick with you. Now the loyalty aspect, it all depends on that vibration of that Pisces, because you can have something that's hippie like and free and open. You dig what I'm saying? But then you can have something that's very, especially when they got a religious aspect to them, like they ain't with none of that because they're afraid to upset whatever God that they believe in, and if that goes against the principles of whatever religion or religious aspect that they're tied up into, that Pisces, then they're not gonna break that for nobody or no one. They don't give a fuck about that. They like you could do them wrong, and they'll just cut you off instead of like getting you back. Cause you trust me, you don't want a Pisces getting you back. You don't want a Pisces. You don't want a Pisces getting. You don't want a Pisces getting you back. Then like, now I told you about the Nemo aspect. Like, nah, you don't want a Pisces getting you back. Like that shark is heartless. You dig what I'm saying? They are heartless. Like. They actually, when it comes to like vengeance and all that shit, and like getting back, the get back game, I get that to Pisces. Low key, I think Pisces is like the one to get back game, because they gonna get you back in a way to where you don't even know they got you back. Like they had you in an illusion, like they had you in an illusion, like about like they hope, because again you don't know what the fuck going on. So don't try to play them like you want some playtime. Like all right, they like all right, we'll play. They on that kind of time. So like, be careful when it comes to dealing with Pisces like that. Like they'll show you what time it is, like in relationships. But for the most part, like they cool. Like they very loving. They freaky too. They real freaky. Like Pisces is some freaks. Water baby, all water signs is the freak. I'll tell you like water shit. Like look. Pisces is definitely it's water, so you know it's gonna be wet. It's gonna be wet. It's gonna be real wet, and it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be freaky. Like they know how to again, because they all the signs, so they don't probably travel through all the signs. Like sexually, they didn't travel through all the signs. They done been everywhere. They done been everywhere, did everything with everybody. In some kind of way, shape, or form. That fish that touched everything. And it touched everything. Not all. Again, if this don't apply to you, don't take it personal. Fish, like, don't take it personal. But again, if it do, it do. But you know what I mean? uh, they like I said, like they're good. Just don't try to play them, like because they could throw an illusion of you. Like they could have people believing the lie about you, the lie about you. Hang on, the lie about you, and not seeing the truth about them. You heard what I just said? They'll have people believing the lie about you and not seeing the truth about them. And they'll work the fuck out of that shit. Pisces know what the fuck I just said just now. They know what the fuck I just said. Y'all good, man. I fuck with y'all. Like, but they talk about more of the good stuff when it comes to them. They're very servant within the relationship. Like they're givers. Again, they sacrifice a lot. So they gonna give you the shirt off their back. They'll help you in every way, shape, or form. Mentally, spiritually, physically. They're there. They're the caretakers. Like I said in my first video that I did, like Pisces is the usher of, like I said, they're the usher of death. Like not Scorpio, but Pisces, because like they rule. That's the end. Pisces is the end, and so it's the realm before you come back here. It's the realm. That's what Pisces is. So they're in between the realms. You dig what I'm saying? They're in between here and the spiritual realm. That's who they are. That's why you see the fish moving like that. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of times they usher in a lot of people in and out of reality. You dig what I'm saying? And that ain't no illusion. That's not no illusion. Like they really do that. You know what I mean? So they're very helpful within relationships. Every relationship that they know, and if they care about you, they're gonna do everything they can for you. What else? Hang on, let me move that. Okay, yeah. But if it's not fair, now Pisces gonna see this right here. Though. Like if Pisces sees that things ain't fair, going fair, cause like they paying attention. You might not think. Trust me, they paying attention to that. Especially if they're real quiet. If they're real quiet Pisces, they paying attention to more than what you think within your relationship. So don't think you gonna talk them and manipulate them. You can manipulate the water. Water can manipulate. It's gonna take form of whatever form that's around. And Pisces understands that. So you're not gonna sit there and talk to them all kind of crazy and think you're gonna get over on them, because like they ain't paying attention to your words. They're paying attention to them vibes. That's it. That's it. So they got to make sure that it's being fair, because they're gonna be fair. And if they think you not being fair, they're gonna show you how to not be fair. I still keep going back over there. I'm a little dark side sometimes. You know, forgive my eighth house, baby. I love it. But like Pisces is good. Like they're always gonna be helpful. They can cook also. A lot of them can cook, but they'll be lazy. That's the other part about Pisces within like relationships. People might get mad at them for being lazy with certain things. Like they could be hella lazy, and that could cause a lot of arguments within the home about them, depending on the Pisces. Because like Virgo is the opposite, unless they have some good Virgo aspects to them, or Earth with them, to make them, you know what I mean, know that you need to tighten the fuck up. Because a lot of times Pisces could get lost, and you got to just let them roll, because that's who they're going to be. They're not going to change. And if they change it, that's only around you. You know what I mean? And as soon as you leave, they're acting like somebody else. Trust me, they acting like somebody totally different. And they talking shit about your ass. Like, I'm sick of this motherfucker. So just let that Pisces be who they are within the relationships. You know, like, the more you let them be them, the more they're going to show you. They could be more comfortable with showing you who they are more so, and being more comfortable showing you like what they ain't showing everybody else, and be more comfortable being honest with you, and always like you can show them, because they're magical within relationships. Like they can make magic in relationships. Like if you've been with a Pisces, you know what I'm talking about. Like they know how to just make magic. They're very magical within the relationships. And manifesting things into reality, things that they see and say while you with them. you can manifest that with them. So pay attention if you with a Pisces and they're saying things to you about yourself within that relationship, because a lot of times they're seeing something that you might not be seeing, and like they can help you with that part, and they'll give everything they have to you, and won't ask for nothing back in return. I fucks with that part, like I fucks with that part, like, and that's what fucked them up too, but because they don't ask for nothing back in return, and they should sometimes within relationships, like that fairness. When I say if it's not fair, some of them don't know how to do that, because they're not gonna be direct about it, because like they're gonna be indecisive of whether they should say this or do this when it comes to the relationship, so it can get tricky with them. So because they can hide how they feel, or what they really love, or what they're lacking. You know what I mean? And they don't like lacking within a relationship, so they just want to fuck away from you. And if you push them too much, they will run away from you. Pisces is not going to deal with your shit. They'll swim the fuck away, and you'll never see that motherfucker again. They will ghost the fuck out you too, and they will ghost you. And so don't do a Pisces dirty like that, because like they get back in, they get back in. Like I said, they're very vengeful. Like more so than I think all the other signs. I'm really pushing that. I don't think I'm really pushing that. Your Pisces, like, y'all really vengeful when it comes. Y'all know y'all is. Anyway, like, look, that's part 2, the end. Pisces sun. I hit y'all back later. Holla.